Today, we're going to talk about ways evolution can actually occur. One way is co-evolving, otherwise known as coevolution, when organisms actually evolve together because they're ecologically interacting between each other constantly. So in this top picture, we've got, of course, this bird that feeds and takes the nectar out of this specific flower. Now the flowers that actually get pollinated and survive and go on to produce more offspring are the ones that are going to be the shape of the beak. And if they aren't the shape of the beak, they're going to maybe die out. So as maybe this beak changes a little bit, the flower will evolve to and adapt to be the shape of the beak. And vice versa, the beak of this bird will also, if the beak is not the right shape, those kind of birds are not going to survive as well and they won't produce offspring, but the ones that do have this beak will survive. And if the flower changes a little bit, again, the birds that don't have the same shape of the flower won't survive as well. So that's called coevolution. Another example is the bee, and the bee is pollinating the flower. Maybe the bee likes yellow flowers. Well, then only the yellow flowers are going to survive and adapt to that, make an adaptation so that it can evolve with the bee's likings. And vice versa. If the flower changes in some way, the bee might change in some way. So that is coevolution. Convergent evolution means that unrelated organisms actually kind of resemble each other, but they're not related. They form similar structures because of maybe the biogeography that they are in. So these animals, there's a shark. Notice the fin and the shape of it. It's in water, of course, an ichthyosaur also in water, big open water, and the dolphin. So they kind of look alike, but they're really not related. Again, that's convergent evolution. And then there's adaptive radiation. This is talking about when a single species or group evolves into many different species. So it can be shown in different ways. It's many times shown as almost like a tree and then it branches off, kind of like a family tree does. So here we've got the oldest known ancestor to horses, and it's believed that it has come off and made these other animals like Merychippus, uh, Phliohippus, and Equus, which is today's horse. Here we have on the left this bird radiation that's more in a circular motion, and this is the original species, ancestral species, and it gave rise to these different birds that have many, many, many different shapes. Okay, so now you're going to do this week a couple different exercises that deal with these three terms and talking about evolution again. Have a wonderful week.